Bronny James has huge shoes to fill. He has the unspoken family expectation to be as good as his father. He has also received constant media attention since he was old enough to talk. And he will be Spider-Man? At the end of this video, we will reveal why Bronny James will be Black Spider-Man. Early beginnings. LeBron James Jr., commonly known as Bronny James, currently attends Sierra Canyon School in Los Angeles, where he plays as a point guard for their basketball team. Bronny was previously involved in other sports activities, playing football and ice hockey in his earlier years. LeBron was, however, concerned over his son's safety in such sports. Besides being the son of the four-time NBA champion, Bronny caught national attention in 2014 after he appeared in basketball highlight reels. A lot of people were quite impressed by his abilities. By June the following year, he helped the Gulf Coast Chips AAU team to a fourth grade championship win. At the age of 10, Bronny had already received several scholarships from undisclosed schools. However, his father turned them down, saying, "It should be a violation. You shouldn't be recruiting 10-year-old kids." During initial rankings with players of his class, Bronny James was placed as a 5-star recruit. Although his rankings have reduced in the past year, the numbers still place him among elite youngsters. By the end of 2021, 24/7 Sports revealed a list of schools vying to recruit the 6'3" young point guard. Bronny seems to have caught the eyes of many colleges, with Duke, North Carolina, UCLA, Kentucky, and Kansas all interested in recruiting him. So far, Kentucky is the only school to have placed a scholarship offer on the table. However, we wouldn't be surprised if more offers appeared before the end of the year. Caught in the web. It is almost inevitable for Bronny to avoid direct comparisons with the best NBA player of our generation. These comparisons are not exactly helpful and only put more weight on the kid's shoulders. However, Bronny hasn't succumbed to the pressure and expectations, which is pretty impressive for a young man. Imagine being the son of arguably the greatest NBA player of all time and trying to follow in his footsteps. The amount of scrutiny, media presence, and pressure that you'd have to endure, not so easy, is it? Probably the good thing about being the son of LeBron James is that you get to learn firsthand from the greatest NBA player ever. There is surely so much Bronny can gain from his father, and that should set him on the right path on his NBA career. Besides the constant scrutiny and media attention, it looks like there is a positive side to this for the young James. Bronny had impressive stats as a freshman, averaging 4.1 points in 15 minutes per game and becoming Sierra Canyon's only player to feature in all 34 games of the season, shades of his father's season so far. Sadly, the younger James had a torn meniscus, which needed surgery and ruled him out for the rest of the year. Skill set. James may not be quite at the level people expect him to be based on obvious reasons, but he has been making progress with scouts commending his qualities. It is almost impossible not to draw attention when you're the son of an iconic figure like LeBron James. His main strength lies in his shooting ability, being an impressive long-range shooter, definitely his father's genes. Over the years, he has also shown a consistent and great level of growth physically and decent jump shooting technique to match. In addition, his handling has improved, which looks like he's making a very good full-time point guard. But a standout improvement to his game is his defending. He puts in a good amount of work to track back and help out in defensive duties. The national basketball director of 24/7 Sports was in the courtside as he witnessed Bronny's performances in a 62-52 win over Perry High School. The composite ranking from 24/7 Sports released later placed Bron as the number 38 player and number 6 combo guard in the 2023 class, highlighting his solid defensive rate. He is currently ranked number 13 in the 2021 ESPN point guard list. With the recent increase in high school basketball popularity, Bronny sure has become one of the most popular names around. And not just due to his affiliation. This has drawn comparisons from a number of top quality and highly coveted high school players such as Mikey Williams. We know, the comparisons just never end for the poor kid.
Well, LeBron James started his legacy at St. Vincent St. Mary. Now Bronny James is starring at Sierra Canyon. Bronny was the MVP last time these two teams played.
No spider sense? Don't worry, we will get to Spider-Man in a second. Bronny is only 17 years old, and it's still quite early to notice any form of unique or special ability that stands out among other players in his ranks. Evan Daniels, an agent for college and NBA basketball coaches, in his scouting reports breaks down Bronny's attributes. James, the son of LeBron, has a sturdy build, good size and average length for his size. Athletically, James is impressive, and he's continued to become more athletic over the last year. He added, where he impresses the most is with his feel for the game, vision, and passing. While he's projecting as an off-guard/combo, for now, the passing ability makes you wonder if he could eventually slide over to full-time point guard with development. James is also an impressive shooter with good shot mechanics. He's comfortable pulling up for 1 and 2 dribble pull-ups and has a lot of potential as a long-range shooter. It's still early in the process, and ultimately, his upside will be determined by his physical and skill growth. While it may be too early to judge Bronny, his goal-scoring stats aren't impressive enough and do not help the comparisons either. Over the years, LeBron's goal-scoring record has been remarkable, almost single-handedly leading his teams to victory. However, a few weeks ago, Bronny led his team to victory in a game between Sierra Canyon and his father's former school, St. Vincent St. Mary. Bronny had a brilliant performance, bagging 19 points in 11 shootings, including 3 three-pointers, earning him the MVP award for the second consecutive game. Here's what the Lakers star had to say. "My son is putting in the work, and we never talk about it, but his dream is to play in the NBA," James said. "That's what he hopes, to get into the NBA and play at a high level. He has my support and my blueprint."
You made 3 of the biggest plays of the game. You want me to tell you what they were? And you get too down on yourself for no reason. You made 3 of the biggest plays of the game.
Keeping a hawk eye. Scouts aren't the only ones keeping a watchful eye on the young kid from Ohio. It appears his father is one of his biggest fans. The senior James tries to always show up at his son's games, showing him loads of support and a bit of coaching as well. Clips of LeBron James coaching his son during a basketball game surfaced on the internet and went viral on Twitter. The 37-year-old NBA star looked very supportive as he watched his 17-year-old from the sidelines. This took place during a basketball tournament at Bronny's high school. It looks increasingly likely that we are going to see more cheerleading from LeBron in future games. Rashard Phillips, an NBA and college basketball evaluation specialist, gave a fairly detailed scouting report on Bronny James' game on Twitter. "I've been asked to break down Bronny's game. He is a 6'4" combo guard with excellent defensive instincts and upper body strength. He excels in open court and also has a good feel on offense. He's a streaky but confident shooter. He's actually good. Well done, LeBron." Phillips added, "Bronny James has tremendous defensive timing, strength, and awareness. His jump shot mechanics look good from the rotation of the ball to his release point. Powerful upper body for a 6'4" kid and quick feet. The kid can play."
I just tried to calm myself. All the attention, all the media around it. I just try to calm my nerves and take my mind off it. I've been dealing with it for basically my whole life, so it's kind of normal for me.
Papa's bucket list. Recently, LeBron James spoke about his desire to see his son in the NBA and share the court with him. Now, this is definitely something fans would love to see. The Los Angeles Lakers star didn't hesitate to express his dream to play with his son before retirement one day. The 37-year-old has played 19 seasons in his scintillating career, but still has no dying wish. In a clip released from the IMDb series, The Life and Times of the Sierra Canyon Trailblazers, when asked about Bronny's future, LeBron and his wife, Savannah James, seem to have fairly different answers. Savannah answered, "To be happy and find happiness in whatever it is that he does. Whatever it is, I just want him to be happy." James couldn't help himself as he responded rather specifically. "I want him to get to the NBA," he said. "I'm not even gonna lie. I want to be on the court with him. I think that would be an unbelievable moment. He's about to be a junior, but it can get close. We shall see. But I want him to make it to the NBA." Despite being 37 years old, LeBron James has still remained physically fit and managed to best players significantly younger than he is. Ever since he joined the NBA in 2003, LBJ has been playing at the top of his game, winning several accolades and championships along the way. So it is understandable if many fans believe we will be seeing the father-son duo in the league.
Tonight he's 10 for 17 from the floor. Once again, it's LeBron laying it up and in. LeBron James.
LeBron retiring. The 17-year-old who turns 18 in October would surely be relishing a chance to share the court with his father. However, for LeBron to have his wish granted, he might have to wait a few more years, more likely when he's 40 years old. It remains to be seen how long the Los Angeles Lakers point guard can hold on till that moment. Here is what the versatile veteran had to say about his longevity in the game after a win over the Rockets. I know I'm on the other side of the hill compared to the hill I was on before. I know that. James cited following a Tuesday night win against the Rockets. But I thought about it, where I'm at with it. I'm still playing at such a high level, I haven't given it much thought.
That's a highlight.
The rise of Black Spider-Man. Although the expectation saddled on him to live up to expectations may not materialize, Bronny's early years have shown that he has what it takes to be one of the best NBA players. But we think he also has what it takes to be the Black Spider-Man. Think about it. Who would be better? Bronny is young, and rule number one of being Spider-Man is you have to be young. James Jr. is also used to the spotlight, so dealing with the media from being in a movie would be something he can handle. Lastly, come on, he looks exactly like Miles Morales. Okay, maybe just a little. Okay. Not really, but come on, you see it now.